Hey everybody, so first of all, my apologies for not making a proper video in a very long time. A lot of shit happened in the winter, some bad shit. But I'm chilling now. A lot has happened since then. I got my eyebrow pierced on July 11th. Oh wow, that's shitty lighting. Well, you can see it. I have different hair now. Well, you see now in the CJ Barrymore's video, but it's blonde on the top and then black. I've been on T for 8 months now. So yeah. Anyway, the point of this video is, summer reading is ending soon. So I work at a library, right? And summer reading started on sometime in June. I don't remember exactly when it started, but it started sometime in like the middle of June. And it's ending on August 15th. And so as a staff member, I can participate in the staff summer reading, but I cannot do like the adult summer reading that like I would normally do if I didn't work there. So for that, we're gonna read. I'm gonna like do a video. Why is it lagging so bad? I'm gonna do like a video every day of I'm gonna read for 20 minutes. So today we're reading Love is a War Song. I have not started this book. I got it at the spring book sale that my work had in the spring. Wait, have I started it yet? No, I have not. And my bookmark is from when I went to the Milwaukee Art Museum on April 18th at 9:13 a.m. and I spent $45. That's how much it costs just to get in. So what I'm gonna do is set a timer for 20 minutes. Oh, and I have a boyfriend now. I haven't been in an actual relationship since last summer when Leo and I were dating from August 8th to August 31st when he love bombed me. And then I was unfortunately in a very toxic situationship from October to like the day after Christmas. And then I was single since then because I just wanted to take time. I never wanted that situationship, by the way. So now I'm just taking time. I was taking time to myself, but I started talking to this boy named Charlie on June 26th, and then after over a month of talking and 6 dates, I finally asked him to be my boyfriend yesterday night after a fun day at the beach, and he said yes. That's who I was on the zip line with, by the way. All right, let's start the timer. 20 minutes. Oh. Alright, timer is set. Let's start reading. Chapter 1. 3 nearly naked men drenched in oil. Okay. Gyrated around me, their thighs barely covered in short tan hide loincloths that dangled between their thighs. Oh, their things barely covered. Their things barely. Okay, bro. When I was a little girl dreaming of being a singer like Norah Jones, this was not what I pictured. I pictured myself on stage wearing a flowing gown, draped over the bench of a gorgeous grand piano. As I slammed the keys and crooned into the microphone, I could hear the crowd in my mind singing along to the songs that I poured my soul into, cheering as I hit the bridge and shaking my hair all over the place. Instead of all that, I was filming my first solo music video off of my debut album, dressed in next to nothing, stumbling through choreography, whatever, with male dancers wearing even less, lip-syncing the words to a song where I have 0 writing credit. Not that I really wanted credit for the majority of the chorus being just like oh 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 approximately 3 billion times, but writing was what I thought I did best. Whenever I was finally given this record deal, I had thought some of the songs I'd written and demoed for my label would make it onto my album. None of them did. With auto-tune, anybody could be a pop singer, but I was a songwriter first. Sadly, that was not where the executives who controlled my career believed. The only reason the powers that be were investing so heavily in this music video now was because of the success of my leading single, I Need a Warrior Tonight. They were not sure a Native American pop star could enter the charts. I not only debuted my single in the Billboard Hot 100, But the song had stayed there for 9 weeks. Now we were all scrambling to get this music video shot and released to capitalize on the success, afraid that the market attention would turn and this would all be a waste. It could not be. I would not let it. There was something I never called myself, a dancer. Yet here I was trying to remember the intricate choreography, I don't know, while wearing 5-inch stilettos to get a flawless take. My concentrated face looked too angry, and we had been filming this sequence for what felt like hours. A slippery-toned butt cheek of the dancer whacked my hand, causing hysterical laughter to bubble out of me. I missed my cue, mouthing the words to the next line of this absurd song, and I knew that I was about to get in trouble. Cut! Fabian, the most coveted music video director in the world, threw his headset as he stormed over to me. My song cut off and was replaced with silence. I tried to stop laughing, I really did, but then a dancer, I think he said his name was Justin in rehearsal, wiggled his eyebrows at me from under his bad wig and headband. It was so ridiculous. That, paired with his super white teeth, contrasted with the orangey bronze spray tan, it was too much. I had not come across a whole lot of Native Americans in Hollywood, but I knew that this was too over the top to be thought of as authentic. This was bad. Fabian's forehead vein was throbbing under his flowing locks with bleach blonde highlights. I snorted, which sent me into another fit of giggles, and then I started hiccuping. Avery, this shoot is already 3 days over budget, and you laugh and refuse to take me and my vision seriously, he whined with his French accent. My laughter was so unhinged I could not even form an apology. You mock me! He threw his clipboard onto the floor and charged out of the studio warehouse, where we built the forest set for my music video. I should have run after him and apologized to smooth things over. My label pulled many strings to get him to direct this video. Last minute for me, a gamble. Everything needed to be perfect, but I could not catch my breath and my eyes started to water. When was the last time I laughed so hard? That deep belly feel it in your toes laughter? I needed it. It had been guest performances on late night talk shows, meet and greets with radio stations across the nation, and grinding in the studio to make sure each track hit like this single for the past month. It was all hard work and no sleep, many creative differences and debates on my sound and look, and it all culminated in this music video, and I looked like I belonged in a western created by Adam Sandler. My skimpy tan-hide 2-piece bikini had feathers and beads hanging down like a flapper's fringe. This shit was funny, and it was not supposed to be. In my delirious lack of sleep state, it all seemed to be in bad taste, but everybody who held the purse strings loved it. I just wanted my own music video, and this was how I could get it. This was the launch pad for my solo career. I needed to pay my dues before I could take more creative control with my music. Before I could extract myself from the group of barely covered male dancers, I heard a noise that could raise the dead. My mother. Avery! The shrill was accented with the echoing clicks of her Jimmy Choo stilettos on the concrete floor of the downtown Los Angeles warehouse where we were filming. My mom was a yard away from me, and on reflex my shoulders hunched over in anticipation of the earful that my momager was gonna unleash on me. Why did I just see Fabian run out of here yelling that he quit? She asked me. Because I am so tired. Hiccup. I'd taken a deep breath to try to banish the hiccups away, holding it in, trying to get to 10. Entirely unprofessional. She hissed under her breath and turned her cold eyes to the dancers. They dispersed faster than I could blink. Hiccup. I giggled. Mistake. I gulped down air again. All of my sacrifice to get you here, near the pinnacle of success, and you would throw it away because you are tired? With your Rolling Stone cover dropping so soon, somebody would think that you would be working extra hard to get this music video perfect. Laugh on your own time, but not on productions. I expelled my breath. The mention of my magazine cover ruffled my feathers a little bit. She dropped it as if I did not do all of the hard work to even get that opportunity, that I have not been working around the clock for years. Mom, lighten up. We have been filming all week and have to have all of these shots by now. Fabian even said we are over budget. Do you want this music video to flop? She crossed her arms and her face looked unamused, but still perfect from her spa treatments and Botox. I hated whenever she asked me rhetorical questions. Obviously, I did not want my song or accompanying music video to flop. But I also did not want to create a reputation for being expensive this early in my career. No, Mom. Right, so why do you not let everybody do their jobs and make the best damn music video that this genre has ever seen? That is stretching it, I mumbled. She caught it and did not think that it was funny. She attempted to glare, but with all of the Botox on her forehead and around her eyes, the effect was less than intimidating since her eyelids were the only things that could move. Still, I interpret the subtle sign of her displeasure. A common occurrence for me, but I really did try to make her proud. She sacrificed so much for me over the years. What was a few more hours dancing? Sorry, I squeaked as I looked down and got back into place. Places! She yelled. Run through rehearsal. I will bring the director back. Let us wrap this shoot strong. Hiccup. Let us take it from the top once more. I clapped to my dancers. I cocked my hip in my starting pose and counted in. 5, 6, 7, 8. We gotten back to work. Sorry, my heater is about to turn on. Whenever filming finally wrapped, it was 11:02 p.m. and Fabian and I were back on good terms. I mean, I was not thrilled the last shot filmed with me crawling onto fake forest floor toward the camera looking as sexually suggestive as possible, but as everybody liked to tell me, sex sells. That's true. The only crawling I wanted to do was into bed, which I could not do because I had to catch a flight to Dallas for rehearsal for a show in a few nights. A sold-out show opening for the hottest rapper on the planet, Mysterious Money. Another incredible opportunity that I'd earned from my time being featured creditless on tracks since I was 19. A legendary and award-winning director for my music video and a sold-out show opening for the most popular artist of the century was great and all for exposure, but Rolling Stone was career-making and they had chosen me to be on the cover alone. My idols have appeared on the cover, and some multiple times, like our Lord and Savior Britney frickin' Spears. If I had a quarter of the success with even a single song to define a generation like she had, then I could die thinking that I really made it. Even if I was not quite the dancer that Britney is, she is the queen of pop. I smiled to myself and ripped the stilettos off of my feet and waddled to my robe that was waiting in my chair. Los Angeles as a city was real cool. However, filming in Los Angeles was not. The warehouse was not exactly a private place. It was right in the middle of downtown near the garment district, and somebody leaked that I was here. There was a group of fans clutching headshots of me waiting outside of the warehouse with a few pats, most likely hoping to get my signature so that they could turn around and sell them online. This was not the worst part about my job or public status, but it was not the best either. Not after a grueling shooting schedule, no sleep, and a Charlie horse cramp in my right arch. But most of those people had been waiting out there since early this morning, and the least I could do was say hi to them. I always tried my best to treat my fans right. My trailer was located in the parking lot adjacent to the warehouse, so encountering the crowd was inevitable. I stepped into the cool night air to cheers and yelling. Is that Avery Fox? A young girl asked her dad. Oh my gosh, it is Avery Fox. Demoy was right. She is here filming. A man in basketball shorts and Beats headphones wrapped around his neck said to his much shorter companion, who was rocking an oversized flannel buttoned up to his neck. Avery. Two teenage girls rushed toward me. I spread my arms out to give them each a hug. My mom, who was power walking behind me, glued to her phone and oblivious to her surroundings, crashed into my back. Watch it! Her voice was stern, but when she noticed a small group of people with their phones out, she plastered her phony smile on. Well, hello, she cooed. Hey, everybody, I waved. Can we get a picture with you? The teen girls asked so fast the words bled together. Their excitement was contagious. Of course! I bent my knees a little so my head was closer to theirs, and smiled for the million selfies that they'd taken in succession. I think you've gotten a good picture in there, I said as I straightened. We loved you in the Disney Channel's A Midsummer Night's Dream the musical. Your song as Helena Blind Cupid is our favorite. It is like our Hopelessly Devoted to You, but for young people. Ouch, kids say the darnest things. Wait, who is the singer of Hopelessly Devoted to You? I feel like I should know that. You girls are so sweet, but nothing comes close to beating Grease, I laughed. Out of all of the shows and films that I did as a kid, that last made-for-TV musical movie from 7 years ago was my calling card. I did not even want to do that project back then. I wanted to give up acting and focus on my music. Now my mom was going to gloat and rub it in again that she told me so, and that her career strategy for me was all falling into place, when really the actress that they had originally cast had gotten arrested for a DUI, and Disney dumped her faster than these girls asked me for a picture. They needed an actress with a spotless reputation, and as a dorky 16-year-old whose mother never let her out of sight, I fit the bill. It also helped that as a descendant of the Muscogee Nation of Oklahoma, I'm so sorry if I say that wrong, I was a great diversity hire for the shareholders, as my agent liked to phrase it. My mother preferred to say that Hollywood owed us. Is it true that you are going to be in Rolling Stone tomorrow? The preteen girl with glasses and braces asked. They had to have been pushing 13 with their awkward, gangly limbs. How could you have heard about that? I put my hands on my hips in mock outrage. It was my mother who sent a tip to do it more. after the picture shoot 6 weeks ago, trying to make sure that there was public discourse about it in case Rolling Stone found a better option for the cover and tried to bump me. We can never be too careful, she had said. Nobody likes to think their mother capable of extortion or blackmail, but not everybody had a mother like Harriet Fox. I'd once watched her rip a disposable camera out of an old lady's hands whenever I was 16 because she thought that there might have been a picture of me on it. My mother was a control freak, and my public image had to be curated and spotless. Whenever my mother got into film developed, we discovered the poor woman had taken a picture of some sign over my head. It was not a no shot. Can I get a picture with you? You were my high school celebrity crush, the basketball shorts-wearing man mentioned unnecessarily. Of course! I smiled and pretended that hearing about being crushes or fantasies of young men did not gross me out. He did not look much older than me, less creepy than the old men who said that they were introduced to my work through their daughters. He at least kept it very vague with crush, and I appreciated it, until he wrapped his arm around my shoulder and pretended to lick my cheek. This is awesome. Nobody would have believed me otherwise. I'm gonna throw this on IG. He did not so much as look up from his phone or throw me a parting glance. He got in his weird picture and left. I wish that I could say that people did not try to lick me in pictures on a regular basis. I did a music video in what I would call my Miley Cyrus era. My label wanted me to be a little edgier on the tracks that I was featured on to gauge audience interest, and I licked the wannabe rock star hit Wonder in the music video for our song together. That was an artistic choice, but for some reason, strange people thought that it was permission to get their tongues up in my face. I forced myself to smile unaffectedly and posed for more pictures, even signing a notebook and a water bottle. Okay, that is all the time that she has. We've gotten a plane to catch. Thank you, everybody. My mother ushered me away from the crowd, wrapping her arm around me as she directed me to the trailer. Honestly, I do not know how you can stand hugging so many of these people. This is how we catch colds, and you cannot afford to get sick right now. She lightly scolded me, but I tuned her out. As long as my fans were happy, that was all that mattered to me. Alright, it has about 6 minutes left, but it is on chapter 2 now, so I don't really want to start a new chapter. But this does sound pretty good so far, honestly. So this is what she looks like, I guess. I didn't know she was Native American from the cover. I low-key thought she was Mexican. I have a feeling it's going to turn into a romance. And I mean, it is literally called Love is a War Song. But anyways, I might make a video soon about my first traffic ticket, because I feel like that would be an interesting story, and so that I can tell other people who are maybe my age or younger than me who haven't gotten a ticket yet what to expect. But anyways, I'm busy tomorrow, but I'll try to read a chapter of something in the evening. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Love is a War Song, and I'll see y'all hopefully tomorrow. Bye now.